game. This is not a best out of 3, this is a league, so both teams get to play, or both teams, well, yeah, there's 2 games in total, and it's just you get 1 point for each win you get, and you get 0 points if you don't win, so they could go for, away with a 1-1 or a 2-0 or something like that, and it will all be added up into a one big list. And we have NEXT.kz versus Keita Gaming. NEXT.kz on the Radiant side, Keita Gaming on the Dire side. Previous game, Keita Gaming won, so it's already 1-0 for them. And let's see if NEXT.kz can still get a point out of this game by taking the win in this one. And I am casting today with Tulex, and I just had a random question ready, and the random question was... Do you sing in the shower?
Of course I do.
Of course
Who
you do.
doesn't?
Oh.
But I'm terrible singer, so it's good that I sing in the shower and
Okay.
not on your stream, for example.
That's indeed, I'm very grateful for that. That's nice random questions rather than how are you, and I'm sure you're doing fine too.
Yeah,
Still.
I believe you do fine as well.
Good. Yeah, I do, indeed. I don't
Also,
sing in the shower.
I used to push to talk on the TeamSpeak, and I have to be really careful not to sing on your stream, because everything you can hear everything since there's no push to talk on the Skype.
Well, okay.
I always have to remind myself, don't sing, don't embarrass yourself.
Don't try to sing, indeed.
And as we see the bans, Keita Gaming having exactly the same bans as they had the last game.
Yeah, and for next
Chen got through.
Yeah, Chen got through rather than Invoker, who got banned out because he had a really strong game for Keita in the previous one. Yeah. And yeah, just go over there. There's a Darkseer ban. It's a solid ban. Invoker, like we said, was very strong in the previous game. Furion ban. Lone Druid, Panda, and Lycan ban. They actually ban out the 3 newest heroes, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did that previous game too, and then the game before that I saw of them, they did it too. Maybe they're just not comfortable fighting those yet.
Or they are really annoying heroes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But maybe they're just annoying because they're not used to them. It could be.
That might be true. But Lycan and Brewmaster especially are so good heroes.
Yeah,
so
true.
It's like everyone is annoyed by those two.
We have a Titan Shrek pickup. I actually think that if NEXT.kz just didn't pick up the Sand King, it would have been picked up by Keita, but they can't have it because the Sand King is now on NEXT.kz's side together with the Windrunner.
Maybe they would have picked up Broodmother if they didn't see the Sand King. Now they are thinking about something else probably. And we see NEXT.kz changing their bans. I think they banned Darkseer, Tidehunter, and something last game, because both Invoker and they banned the Chen themselves because they had the second pick.
Yeah.
They rate the Chen so high, looks like it. And they have a great Chen player, so I forgot who is it, but I remember them having a great Chen.
Then we will see that Chen in action because that's the one that got picked up. What do you expect for the last pick for Keita? They're taking their time, already ticking into that bonus time. There's still quite a bit of heroes that are good heroes to have. I mean, you could go for Queen of Pain.
Maybe Enigma. It's like that. If they want that solo hardline or forest to have, there's always Enigma. Maybe they just think of a way to counter the Chen. Oh, Shadow Shaman.
It's a Shadow Shaman instead. It's gonna be their mid lane most likely.
Yes, I haven't seen that in a long time, at least myself.
It's a lot of pushing power though already.
Yeah. And you can't really defend against like Shadow Shaman Ward and the Diabolic Edict from the Lash. It's really hard to defend. So great pushing power coming already from the Keita.
Yeah, but although
as well as a lot of stuns and disables.
Yeah, NEXT.kz, I mean they have the Chen, they could go for early pushes as well.
Yes, they definitely can.
And yeah, we have a Morphling ban already from NEXT.kz. Yeah, I guess it's a strong ban. At least, yeah, they still miss a hardcore carry. Both teams do actually. And oh, hello, Night Stalker. This time I know that's probably the sign for Keita to go for the Anti-Mage, unless NEXT.kz picks him up before then. What do you reckon?
Yeah. NEXT.kz playing a lot of Night Stalker as well, as far as I can remember. So this might be the reason they're banning it as well.
It could be. We'll see for sure. And there we go, ban for the Anti-Mage, so that doesn't happen anymore. We might see a ban out for the Ricky as well. Even though he didn't really
I
bring it
don't
for
think so.
NEXT.kz in previous game, he might still do it for Keita though in the next game, this game.
They might just ban Beastmaster again, just just to have the same exactly same bans as the last game, just for the rules.
Which hero was banned out next to the Morphling for NEXT.kz in the previous game rather than the Anti-Mage?
Mm,
Hey,
I'm not
oh,
sure.
I just realized Enchantress is still in.
Enchantress is in.
And Keita could definitely pick that one up, would fit in great with their lineup also, I think. Yeah, it could work.
Might be, might be.
And that's a great counter for the Chen.
But Keita usually has at least like this one physical damage dealer or carry. Like Volitor always plays that. So even if he like doesn't get the Morphling or Anti-Mage, they try to go for at least Mirana or Viper or that sort, just to have it a little
Maybe
bit
a
more
Queen of
safe.
Pain? Or
Might be.
does that not count
Uh,
for that kind of hero?
it's not really. It is more like a solo hero than a carry hero.
True, but
And
Mirana could go
she can
solo
put
too.
out some physical damage in the late game, but she's not really there to be Beastmaster.
Yeah. They just don't like fighting against the Beastmaster. Enigma is still on the picks too. It could get picked up by both teams actually still. Even though, well, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and Enigma could go on a solo lane and a trial lane with the Leshrac and the Tidehunter and something else. I'm quite surprised we don't see the Earthshaker. As in previous game either.
Both of the teams got their teamfight strand heroes in Tide and Sand King respectively, so
Yeah, true.
there's
But
not
still.
really that much of a reason to pick Earthshaker anymore.
Still
At
a
least I
shame.
believe so. It is
No,
not
no, you're
common to have
right.
two of those heroes.
Well, yeah, I didn't really mean in this lineup. I just mean in general.
Oh, okay.
Because it wasn't in the previous game either. What didn't get banned, didn't get picked. But then, of course, there already was an Enigma and a Sand King and stuff.
Yeah.
But NEXT.kz,
And
go for the next hero.
it was also the fact that both teams played melee carries, and it's really hard to pair Earthshaker with melee carry to guard him. Usually want to have him with like Mirana or Morphling or something like that. Maybe Silencer.
Silencer. Yeah. Don't see that one often in competitive play.
Yeah, we don't. But it's a cool hero to have against certain lineups.
Indeed. I'm expecting them to go for a Vengeful Spirit or something. If they're gonna use that as a hardcore support.
And NEXT.kz actually plays a lot of Silencer with their Sand Kings, and I wouldn't be surprised if they pick him here, honestly.
They're gonna go for Viper instead?
Viper instead. A reasonable choice.
Really? You don't see him that often.
I mean,
He's great. I am a semi Viper fan. He's nice to watch. Viper Strike's pretty powerful, especially if he gets the negatives up. But
he's really cool to have against the melee carry. So maybe they expect the melee carry right now from Keita. I'm not sure. And the reason they pick him is probably just because of his tank ability. Get that Vanguard or him on pipe, and then he can stand in the front of the fight. And if the enemy team focuses him down, then Sand King can jump in with the ultimate, and if not, he can dish out some pretty good damage.
yeah.
That might be the reason.
And there's the Lich once again for Keita. Gonna be on the same lane as the Viper, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably.
And well, one more pickup for NEXT.kz. I was expecting them to still need a support. I mean, they have a Burrow Strike, but they could still go for Vengeful Spirit, I guess. But they also still miss their solid mid lane hero, unless Viper is gonna do that, which he can, and Sand King can do that too, and of course Windrunner can do that too. So they have options, but
Yeah. Maybe they want to go for solo Viper against Shadow Shaman. I'm not sure how that would work out,
yeah, or they
but
want
it might be solid.
to go for a support Windrunner.
Wagner, good choice. I was already thinking that they already have Chan and Sand King, so they don't need that much of a pure support hero. And Wagner is definitely great against the Shadow Shaman as well as Leshrac.
Yeah, and
They just get
as well as the
destroyed. But
Lich.
also getting some pushing power along with the Chan is
Yeah.
always a good thing.
That Nether Ward will be very annoying no matter which lane it's getting placed. Apart from the Tidehunters probably not having that much issues with it, but the rest of the heroes so far will have issues with it.
Let's see what Keita gets. Might be the Mirana.
Mirana would be a good choice. You want a hero that has right-click damage without using too much abilities, especially if you're versus a Pugna. But
And currently there's no way to kill the Mirana on the Radiant side besides like hitting Shackle Shot. Because the only stun they have is the Sand King. Yeah, they're
there we go.
difficult. Well,
Yeah.
they're loving that hero.
And we're gonna see him played on a dual lane with the Lich, I would imagine. Maybe even a tri lane with the Leshrac solo laning? Nah.
Probably not. I'm almost sure it's gonna be a Lich Mirana dual lane and Leshrac with the Tidehunter, as well as solo Shadow Shaman. But they might change it around just to confuse the enemy or something. And we see someone from the Radiant abusing the bug, where you can move on the minimap before the game starts.
Oh
If
yeah!
player don't pick. And I saw someone doing this yesterday, I guess, and he was forced to move back by the admin. So let's see what they'll think about it. See, there's already Windrunner there.
Yeah, I just, I'm focusing
He
on A
needs
now.
to destroy the forest. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's allowed, but we got the admins in the game, I guess.
Yeah, we do.
It's their choice.
Indeed, and the jungle is indeed getting destroyed pretty fast by A. We'll still be able to move back, fill up his mana bar, and then move back again. The
Yeah,
only thing though,
but
he gets
that's
level
only
1.
because he abused the bug.
Yeah, but the only thing he gets his level 1 is a power shot, not Windrun.
Yeah, that's true as well. But this is the ganks from the forest incoming. It's really good to have.
Yeah.
And as we predicted, they're gonna be dual laning this.
I'm gonna just go over Keita Gaming, who's playing what. We see Wall Eater, like I said, on the Mirana, with Bonsai on the Lich. I'm just gonna stay here a little bit, but because someone might be caught out. It would be 4 versus 2, so not a real smart job for Keita if he wants to go for that. Sand King's gonna come in from behind. Nope.
They can't really kill Mirana if she decides to skill it.
Yeah, she's no skill up yet. Okay, so everybody will be safe. We see Nika on the Leshrac probably be going into the middle actually, with Pinoy and the Tidehunter. And no, I won't be in the middle. They will move up to the top lane with Quicks on the Shadow Shaman. Shaman. All yours.
On the NEXT.kz side, we got a love sign on the Windrunner, who's going to be soloing top lane with this little bit of an abuse top.
Yeah.
Then we see Mantis playing solo mid Pagna. Mr. Korean guy who's going to play Chen, and if he has a micro similar to Korean players, then we might see some really cool things.
How did you call him?
He got Korean signs in his nickname, so
okay.
he probably just loves Korea.
Okay.
And yeah, Kazakhstan, it's like he's probably half Asian, so we can have that.
Okay.
Then we have 570 on that Super Sand King and equal on Viper.
Yep. And let's see when the trees are gonna grow back. What's the use, right? Well, you can't get ganked that early, I guess, but it's not like Keita wanted to use that ability anyway.
It's a cool thing to do. You usually do it with Beastmaster, and you have so much space on the top lane right now. You can see the Tidehunter, and she didn't lose anything, right? I mean, she managed to be on the line on time, and now she also got her Windrun. She's pretty safe, and Tidehunter realizes that, so he just double pulls to have the levels on him. Because he knows they can't really kill the Windrunner at the moment if she doesn't make a mistake.
Which she probably won't.
Smart play. Yeah, he's playing the right way. All of them at the moment.
In the meantime, the lane for on the bottom lane has got pushed out by equal. He's gonna try to get a little bit of harassment on a Mirana with this poison.
That's the result of having glitch on that lane. Just out pushes.
Indeed, Lich placed his first ward already, which also got counter warded already. So he's probably gonna wait 2 minutes to place it again. I think.
Smart counter warding by NEXT.kz.
He's gonna place it here. Okay. Oh well. Oh, hello incoming gank. We have
Right.
Centaur stun. we
Huge
have
if this is
Burst Strike.
successful, but Mantis is checking the room first. He's getting the regen. They really need to make this count.
Yeah, Burst Strike first. Centaur to follow up. There we go.
Okay,
They're
now
moving in.
Pigs
Burst
need
Strike
to
will go.
realize their sense
Yeah.
bubble.
There we go. He's not going to be able to go anywhere. Centaur going first. Burst Strike then. Nether Blast is going to go down. Chen getting the first blood just by right clicking, or maybe with a test of faith. But he should have known that there was people missing on the map for a very long time. Actually, they even got a ward.
They were in the woods all the time, so it's really hard to call misses on that if they're just pulling all the time slash wooding with Chan. They also divided the wood, so
Yeah,
maybe even Volitor and Bonsai they just were calling the miss, but you can't really be that careful all the time.
There was an observer ward up on the river though. You should have seen them coming.
Oh, they used the smoke, so
Oh yeah.
For you.
I guess my smoke was bugged because I could see them.
yeah, it's bugged for a long time. I just hope they will fix it. It's really distracting even during like if you play the game. It's even worse. You're not sure if you have the smoke, then you see it on your status. And I'm not sure why it's not fixed yet. It's
Nope.
been a long time.
It's a bit of harassment coming out from on the Windrunner with the gush and the sun that actually landed. She still has a lot of consumables though, so she will be fine. I hear someone being turned into a chicken. Pugna taking a little bit of damage, won't be anything left though. Well, might be ether shock, but
Won't kill him.
nope.
And there's some damage taken by the top tower due to Diabolic Edict. The Lash.
She's already level 2. And Pugna killing off the Shadow Shaman actually with his ward being there. Nice
And
miss
these
though.
solo kills, they really count.
Yeah.
Mm.
They just make the lanes.
And it's also because of the initial gank by by the Chan and Sand King. Gave the button the advantage on the lane, and now it's even bigger with the frag, and he got another rune.
There's the answer to you. Chernobyl doesn't think that's a bug or abuse.
Okay.
If no,
Well, it's different tournaments, so probably different rules.
Yep.
I'm quite sure that the other admins like forced him to go back, and yeah, but I don't know. It's not really that much of a game changer.
Viper eats the arrow. He's gonna get right click down a little bit, but there won't be anything to follow it up. Actually gonna try to do a little bit of damage on Bonsai. He just walked right into the arrow though. I hear someone being turned into a chicken. There we go. Tidehunter helping out Quicks to get a kill on the Pugna in the middle lane.
Weeks definitely needed the gank on the mid lane.
To get the control back a little bit.
Yes.
To even out the balance, even out the scales. And let's see if the gold graph agrees. Yeah, it's only 500 difference. It does go in favor for NEXT.kz, but yeah,
Yeah,
ooh,
that's the first blood, and as well as the
yeah.
wood farming.
Sand King is gonna try to find the Lich. Burst Strike is gonna be there. It's gonna right click. It's gonna take an arrow. And it's gonna go, looking to go down actually. Right click is there. Mirana getting the last hit, but Viper still gets the Lich, and Mirana backing off. A Lich for a Sand King. I don't think that's
not
worth
sure
it.
how good of a trade was that exactly.
Nah. He was just overextending. He shouldn't have been there. As soon as he saw Lich already moving back.
Yeah, and the Chen with his creep was far. Oh, there's a kill of Indran.
Yeah, and the
That's gonna mean
tier
tower
one-
as well.
Yeah, tier 1 tower is gonna go down. It's just still gets the fortification, but Leshrac getting the kill on the Windrunner. Nice job for him.
This is the advantage of having Lash on that easy lane with like getting babysitted by the Tidehunter. He gets a lot of level on the Diabolic first, and he just demolishes the towers, which Chen wasn't able to do at the moment.
Nope. And Windrunner is gonna be still by herself on the top lane. Tidehunter's gonna back off. He's level 5, almost level 6, so we will see some ravages. We won't
And
see any
that's
wards
the
though.
result of him
Soon.
pulling all the time on the top lane.
I'm just saying we won't see any Serpent wards up from Shadow Shaman yet because he doesn't have mana, he doesn't have stick charges, he doesn't. Well, he will try to get a. I was gonna say rune, but he will probably die here. Just right clicks going off. Burst Strike will be up again shortly. Nah, they don't go for it. Tidehunter is too big
Chen
of a threat.
didn't have mana for his nuke spell. This is unfortunate.
No, but I think he would be able to wholly persuade Sand King, and then Sand King could have run in and done his Burst Strike, but I guess that was too slow for that.
But you don't Sand King to send Sand King home?
What?
Holy Persuade. You said that he should Holy Persuade the Sand King.
Yeah, so Sand King can burst strike in and, you know, overextend, but still get teleported home to safety afterwards.
Maybe.
Oh, and there we have a Ravage incoming, probably. Tidehunter wants to go for it. We'll be able to go for it. We'll get 2 heroes out of that. There we go. Chen is gonna go down to the Tidehunter, getting the last hit. And Pugna is looking to go down to his no man
Red
left on the
magic
Tide,
stick.
though.
Or Magic Wand, I guess.
Yeah, Chen's still getting the kill on the Lich with his Ursa Warrior.
Nice. It's just such a strong creep, that Ursa. He's getting 3 clubs, which are just doing 150 damage.
We're gonna see Burst Strike on the Shadow Shaman. It's not done yet. Nether Blast is gonna hit, and there we go. Kill goes towards him. Tidehunter, what are you doing here? Should not be here. Even though Leshrac is here to help out, Tidehunter getting the kill on the Pugna, and Sand King forces back out. Doesn't have any mana to do anything anymore. And Nika just came there. Well, I was gonna say right in time, but actually it was a little bit too late to make that fight totally theirs, because they still lost.
Still a good show up
Yeah.
by him to get the frag on Pugna.
Yeah.
And good turnarounds by both of the sides. Interesting. First time it looked good for the Keita, then Sand King came and turned it around a bit for the NEXT.kz, and final Leshrac came for the final kill.
Yep.
Well, let's see if they can deny. They should
They
be
will
able.
be able to deny. Leshrac doesn't want to be here anymore. Two TPs gonna come in. There we go, deny on the tower. They might want to take a tower in return, because it's pretty low. And they still have 3 there, otherwise the TPs would have been there for nothing. We have a TP back from Tide, doesn't have his Ravage
Yeah.
up yet.
He can't defend this because he has no Ravage.
Nope. There we go, Pugna ensuring the tower kill with his Nether Blast, and there's gonna be a chase step on the Lich.
He has no boots, so maybe they can kill him, but there's an arrow.
Nice arrow on the Pugna, nice
Oh,
ward trap
great
on the
ward trap.
Viper. Shadow Shaman is backing off a little bit, but there will be a couple of deaths there. Viper getting killed off by the Shadow Shaman, and also Pugna going down to Mirana. And that was a great fight for the Radiant, for the Dire. Sorry, Radiant had lost 3 hero because Chen also died, of course, to the Leshrac.
Chen tried to TP the Pugna home, but he was too late for that. He has the Holy Polarization level 3 yet, so it takes 4 seconds to TP him home, which wasn't fast enough. Maybe he could have tried to TP the Viper home. He might have been able to make it, but still good try, but a terrible fight.
Yep.
For the
It was
next
a little bit overextension because what started out as an easy kill on the Lich kinda turned very bad for them. They were definitely not expecting Shadow Shaman to be there, and it just took too long for them to kill them. And the support was there from.
They should have expected it though. They hunted the Lich for too long, and the tower is still standing on the bottom line, so there's easy TPs there, or even like should have been there already.
We have
They
a
saw
smoke
no
up
one
here.
on the top line. So.
Oh, Sand King is gonna go down here. And there's the Ravage hitting on most of the Radiant heroes. Tidehunter killing the Sand King, Leshrac getting a kill on the Viper, and Pugna being chased away. We'll still be able to do his Nether Blast Power Shot, finishing off the Lich straight afterwards. Shackle Shot doesn't latch, another Gush going down on the Windrunner this time. Stun doesn't hit from Nika, who's gonna back off. And Tidehunter still being killed off by the Chen, who was still there from behind.
They
And
need to get this kill as well.
yeah, they will definitely get this kill. Oh, nice
What a
4-man
stun.
stun. But the right clicks are there, and Windrunner getting the last hit. 3-man stun, sorry, I count the creep as a 4.
Shadow Shaman TP'd out.
Yeah, very smart.
Okay, now the Windrunner showed her power in the game, at least a bit. She got some levels on the top lane while the Keita was focusing down
Yeah.
on the bottom lane, so she could TP now and help the team.
Yeah, when we look at the experience graph also, it's 2k difference, but it was 3k earlier. Oh, Viper being a little bit of trouble here. Starstorm going down, getting 2 ticks on the Starstorm. Mirana just getting an easy kill there, just costing mana. Nothing else, she can just continue farming.
So many solo kills by Voliter, even like his anti-mage. He like 2 or 3 solo kills on Vengeful and Enigma. Now he's getting even stronger solo kills on Carry Viper by his Mirana, so a strong performance by him.
Yep. And looks like Chen is building towards this mechanism. Just checking the items a little bit, just to make sure that everybody knows who's having what. We have Mana Boots up on Tide. Lich doesn't really have anything. And Mirana, we saw earlier, has her Ring of Aquila, but yeah, 1200 gold. Otherwise, nothing much yet. Nothing apart from that. Oh, hello, Hastrun on the Viper, or Hastrun on the Shadow Shaman, being able to get the kill on the Viper. Miranda getting the last hit once again with the Starstorm, and this tower is gonna go down. In the meantime, the wait for NEXT.kz on the bottom lane seems quite futile as they lose a tower on the top lane. Won't be able to catch out Nika because he is standing safely by his tier 1 tower. And the tier 3 tower getting pressured. Oh, never mind.
And we see Pagna and Chen on NEXT.kz side, which are both great pushing heroes, and they got just one tower yet.
Yep.
So they really need to push some towers down if they want to have a chance in this game.
Arrow is not gonna hit anything. And it looks like NEXT.kz is being forced away. Shrek overextending a little bit, doing a little bit of damage, still gets a kill on the Pugna. There we have the epicenter being casted. There's not going to be a lot of heroes around there to do something though. Tidehunter taking a little bit of damage, but that's just not enough. Windrunner will go down, Lich getting the last hit, and there we go, Sand King getting killed off by the Ether Shock from the Shadow Shaman. And that was bad play from the Sand King. That's what I'm going to call it. I wouldn't have been able to done it better myself, of course, but still, he burrow striked in, didn't hit anybody with it. It was a blind burrow strike, I guess, so yeah. While it was obvious for us that Nika wasn't there anymore, it might have not have been that obvious for him. But then he casted his epicenter, and since he doesn't have a blink dagger or anything, he just has to walk towards the Tidehunter, who was the only one left in range, and did a little bit of damage, but then again, it's the Tidehunter, so...
And NEXT.kz they just keep taking these fights, they can't win at all. They should have retreated. Even though they need to take those towers, they just can't suicide for heroes for nothing. So.
Nope. I mean, they lost their tier 2 tower on the bottom lane, on the top lane, tried to take a tier 1 tower on the bottom lane. He was not even below half HP. And it just costed their lives. It's a waste. That's what it is. And a mech being built somewhere. Where did I see that? On the Lich, on the Dire side. So both teams building towards the mech.
Chen is close to it as well.
Yeah, Chen is probably closest.
Just needs 2 iron branches or 1 iron branch exactly.
Yep. And there's a smoke up on NEXT.kz. They do need those smokes, though. They do need to try to catch out kills because they're behind. If you look at the gold graph, they're 5k behind.
Yeah.
And they need to take it back with towers or with kills. Doesn't matter.
And they have worse late game as well, so they need to take advantage somehow before this Mirana turns into a beast. And there's a gank on her.
And there's a shackle shot, yeah. Burst strike there to help out. Windrunner's power shot finishing Mirana off.
Okay, there's the beginning, and they really should take the tower top now if they're able to. They're facing the Tidehunter with Ravage, which you will have in 20 seconds. The wards from Shadow Shaman are as strong as hell at this moment, as well as farmed Leshrac, who's level 11 now. Yeah,
Lich gonna be there too, will have his ultimate up as well. There is a ward down from the Pugner. Ward TP is gonna come in.
They really need to count on their ward, Nether ward, which should do a lot of damage, but if it gets killed out...
a little bit of right click damage being done by Quicks. He wants it. He wants it. There we go, ward being, well, okay, being banished, but, yeah.
Okay, and now they need to retreat, yeah.
Yeah, they know that they can't take this team fight.
They could be able to with Nether ward and like misplace the Ravage by Tidehunter or something.
They're gonna be able to kill off the creeps.
Or maybe like
nice shackle shot, Shadow Shaman towards the towards the Leshrac. Ravage was there though. Chen ultimate helping out NEXT.kz a lot. A lot of damage being done on the Tidehunter. Will go down here to the Viper while Windrunner kills off the Shadow Shaman. Nice turnaround for NEXT.kz. Well, the rest of Keita is forced to back out because their Tidehunter died and their Shadow Shaman died. And none of NEXT.kz is really close to dying. I'm gonna give credit to that all for the Chen and the mech. Okay.
Yeah. A lot of heals from Chen. And of course the great shackle shot to begin the fight.
Yeah, if Lich would have had his mechanism completed, that fight would have looked very different.
Someone died instantly though. Was it Rasta?
Yeah, it was. Well, Rasta and Tide died pretty fast to each other, and Rasta died to the Windrunner. Well, he got shackle shotted to the Leshrac, and took a lot of damage from that. And there were some creeps from Chen as well to do damage there. And power shot going through. He's just
The
and he
tower on
doesn't.
top of
Sorry.
They got a tower on top of that as well.
Yep.
So
Yep. They did. Oh, I want to do something that allows me to draw on the minimap. As in, that requires me to draw on the minimap. Ooh, Roshan is up.
you can just make a circle around it,
I made a circle around Roshan.
or around all of the heroes.
Oh yeah, rather than doing this, I can just do that. But then, no, they keep moving. It's not wise. Okay, so it looks like Sand King is trying to find something to do. We'll probably find something to do in the form of killing off a creep wave on the bottom lane. He doesn't really have that much. He has 14 last hits. We'll be able to get more now, but he's so far away from his blink dagger, and I think with the current lineup that they're facing, he needs to be able to blink in and do his burrow strike epicenter, because they're facing a tide. That's just something that they need to be able to keep up with that team fight ability from him.
And he also decided to not go for the mana boots. He just built 2 braces because he's so far behind.
Yep.
Can't really afford to have mana boots only. And he needs that HP.
Yeah.
They're going to try for another tower. And,
yeah.
And they're banking on the fact that there's no Ravage, but the Ravage is going to be ready in 8 seconds. So.
Yep. Shackle shot doesn't latch, or does latch. Lich 2-3. That's all it does.
That board is so damaging against the Rasta and Shadow Shaman.
Yeah. They're not gonna be able to go in yet.
No, they need to defend that board.
There we go. Shadow Shaman taking a lot of damage though. Being Shackle shot at 2-3. Ravage is there to help out a little bit.
He got the heal.
There's the heal. Shadow Shaman is gonna try to TP out, but will die. Viper killing off the Shadow Shaman. Sand King going down to the Mirana, and in the meantime, Lich Ultimate going through, doing a lot of damage. Actually, Viper, Sand King, and Chen went down. Nice Shackle shot once again, but that won't do anything. They have to back off right now. With Mantis and the only one being left up, still being a lot of damage done to the Mirana, but does he want to stay there? That doesn't seem like a smart thing to do. It's 4 versus 2.
Oh, he kind of can, if they get the shackle right there.
One more Nether Blast. Nah, there we go. Tidehunter killing off that. Mirana still taking a lot of damage, but yeah, that was a team wipe. But look at the health of Keita Gaming. That's so low. It's like, wow. But yeah, great team fight for Keita. I mean, they didn't lose anybody, or did they? They lost the Shadow Shaman. Okay, so they got a kill on him.
Not a big loss for them.
Nope.
Honestly.
Definitely not. And they lost every hero of themselves, and I do think Pugna and Windrunner were just overextending. They shouldn't have been there. They should have known that it was going to be 4 versus 2.
Well, they hope for a good shackle shot or something, and they see the low heroes on the Keita Gaming. So if you get like really good shackle and top it with Pugna Blast and Power Shot, they might have been able to snatch like 2 kills, but didn't happen. The Mirana leaped on time, and Pugna was fighting 3 heroes, and the Windrunner was fighting the Mirana, and in the end they didn't kill anyone.
Oh, Edict doing a lot of damage, of course, from Nika. During on those 2 also. Nice work once again, and they do get the last tier 1 tower on the map right now. Yay! Victory. They lost 2 team fights on this tower for it, but they got it in the end. Worth it. So they have a Vanguard up on the Viper. No pipe.
Yeah.
I do feel like they should.
On Viper.
Yeah, but they should be going for a pipe. I guess Windrunner might be going that. She has a cloak, because if you have a Lich on the opposite side, and the Lich has been doing a lot of damage, so ooh, Viper eating an arrow. 5 seconds. Gush is gonna go off. Shackle shot will latch tight on to a tree, so won't be able to do that. Stun up on the Viper, and there's the mech healing up the Radiant. We're still on full health now, so it's cool. They can continue taking this tower. There we go. Tower goes down, and there's no Ravage up. Oh, there we go. Ravage is up.
Did Mech get baited too?
Yeah, there we go. Ravage is there. Lich Ultimate is there, doing a lot of damage. Tidehunter getting the kill on the Sand King. Lich Ultimate still bouncing around. Will put Viper so low that Tidehunter gets a double kill, killing him off, and it looks like Windrunner is going to take a lot of damage too from the Edict, and I guess still gets a nice shackle. Still is able to get a kill on the Lich, and yeah, Power Shot just going through to finish him off.
And they killed the Mirana as well, which is the important kill on the carry.
3 for 2. I was not expecting that fight to well,
it was a perfect Ravage by Tidehunter hitting all 5. Good ultimate by Lich, but the heals from Chen just turning it around a bit, and the nice play by the Windrunner and sniping off the lead, even escaping with that 4 stuff. Some good stuff.
Yep. They have now a mech up 2 though on the dire side. Don't think we saw that last fight. Might have seen it, but in that case it I don't know. They should focus Chen down first, I reckon.
Probably, but it's really hard because he always stands in the back, or at least should stand in the back of the fight.
Of course. Pugnav got himself an ultimate orb. Might see a side advice soonish. And Mirana finishing off her diffusal blade.
Yeah, he had the last fight, but
oh, he didn't
he
use
died,
it.
But
didn't use even 1 stack.
Yes. No, she didn't need to chase anyone because he died, so.
True. Smoke up for NEXT.kz. You can still pick up an invisibility rune, not gonna do so. They're gonna chase down and they're gonna go for the Lich.
They really need to make these smokes count. Cause there's a huge cooldown on them for restocking, and they're wasting so much decking at the rest now.
It's nighttime, they don't see him.
That's unfortunate.
But here's
maybe
the Leshrac.
That's maybe even a better kill.
Ooh, Burrow Strike is there. Right clicks are there. He doesn't have a chance. Still gonna be able to do a stun on the Pugna and the Windrunner, but will go down. Even though Edict still does so much damage.
We saw the risk of a Pugna for some time because he used the Decryptify on the Lash, and it prolonged the Leshrac's life for a while since they used the spells before, and he just blasted into the Decryptify, but nobody could hit him during that time. So if you mistime your Decryptify, that it can help the opponent as well. So you have to be careful about that. They killed him in the end, which is good, but the Decryptify wasn't really necessary there. And like in closer situation, it could be devastating. And there's a Roshan attempt by the Keita.
Yep, and I don't think
they should see that.
They do definitely see that. They have ward, they have even counter wards.
But they didn't see the Rasta coming in. I think Rasta went in with smoke too. Okay. Maybe they are not sure about the timing on the kill. He's killing out the wards, but he need to check the Roshan fast.
Oh, Shackerstall Morana doesn't latch.
Oh, they can't challenge it anymore.
Nope. And there we go, Leshrac picking up the Aegis. Very useful, because now he can spam out his mana bar like twice.
Yes, and also he's the hero, which needs to be focused down by NEXT.kz, but since he got the Aegis, what can you do?
Indeed.
So the Mirana is going to be their target alongside with Rasta. Rasta is still so squishy, like 1000 HP, and the disables are doing a lot. So it surely is the hero to kill right now for NEXT.kz.
Yeah, and Leshrac will be even harder to kill because he almost finished his Black King bar. Just needs the recipe.
There's a lot of farm on him.
Yeah, well, he was the hero that was farming most from the beginning. Let's see. Just check out the gold per minute for a second, because we haven't done that yet. We see Mirana being the highest on the map with 440 gold. With, or per minute, that is. With Leshrac being second with almost 400 gold, and nobody of the Radiant is actually close to 400 gold. Pugna being the highest at 360.
Yeah, and it just shows how the game went. The only good fight the NEXT.kz got was like 5 versus 5 fight, so nobody was farming in the meantime. And they just go together all the time, which they need to, obviously.
Yeah.
So there's not much farm.
It looks like Sand King is still trying to build his Blink Dagger. He has 1k gold though. It's going so slow for him. And Hood completed on the Windrunner. Go for that
That's
pipe.
going to be the pipe.
Yep.
And Viper is going for BKB, which is a good choice in this line, and disables all the magic damage coming out from the dire side. And that's the reason the Keita are always picking a physical damage dealer like Mirana for Volitor, because even if the other team like built massive amounts of BKBs, they still got the Volitor dishing the damage out.
Yep.
And not only the Titan with Ravage and Leshrac this ultimate.
Well, very clever, but well, it depends what kind of strategy you're going for. I mean, if they wanted to end it early game, then you don't really need to worry about that, as your opponent team won't have enough time to build
But
those
then you
BKBs.
need to finish it in the
Yeah,
early game.
then you
Now
don't.
they
Then you
can,
don't have.
but they don't have to. It's a wise thing to have
Don't have a
melee,
choice.
I mean physical damage on your team all the time. Especially with hero like Mirana, which she's strong already in the early game. So.
Yeah, it's very useful with the arrow, of course, who's now gonna hit on the on the puck. Now Shackle Shot doesn't latch because the leap away was just in time. And both teams being very hesitant to do anything right now. I mean, they both know all the ultimates are up. It's been quite a while since the last team fight, but nobody's really trying to push in. They're just happy just farming, getting some creeps together. Might actually look like NEXT.kz might want to force something on the bottom lane, but there's no tier 2 tower there anymore. So if they want to force something there, it will be a tier 3 tower, and I don't think they will want to go for that. Maybe they just want to catch out some heroes and get some kills by having Bait as the Sand King, who now has 1600 gold.
The reason behind like there's no action in the game because Keita they don't really have to do anything. They're out farming their opponent. They have a strong late game heroes, and the next case you just can't find that opening to go for, and they're like trying to farm the Blink Dagger on their Sand King, and then they'll maybe try something farming the BKB on Viper as well. So maybe after these big items we will see something. But until then, both teams are, well, Keita are definitely having just farming, and NEXT.kz needs to farm some items.
Yeah, I have to say though, the gold difference that we have, 7.5k gold, for a 28-minute game, is not that big. It could have been bigger. I mean, it's okay. It's in favor of Keita, obviously. But we already knew that. Sand King now finishes Blink Dagger though, so that might change some things around too. But in team fights, they seem to be quite even so far lately in the last couple of team
and one
fights.
of the reasons is the word of Pagna as well as the heals from Chen.
Yeah.
And it deals just so much damage to Rasta, for example. But he's finishing his BKB, so he won't give a damn anymore about it.
And the Mount Style is completed on Mirana, if we talk about items anyway, and we have the hood completed on the Tide, and the hood is also completed on the Windrunner. Oh, I already said that earlier. Okay, never mind.
There's BKB on Leshrac, so
yeah.
About the word thing, it's just not going to be strong anymore.
And he's well,
and it's to be really hard to win a fight for
drums.
NEXT.kz at this moment.
Well, they're trying because they smoked up.
Because they have like so much of the magical damage, but against 2 BKBs and tied with hood, I don't think so.
Well, they kind of don't need to worry. Both teams smoked up. They're gonna find each other soon because the smoke has run out. There we go. Lich taking a lot of damage. There we go. Pugna killing the Lich quite fast. Mirana killing out the Sand King. And looks like Viper, who doesn't want to be here anymore, backing off. Popped his BKB. Tidehunter has done his Ravage already. He's just trying to do as much damage as he can before he probably will die. Might actually kill off the Viper here. There he does. And Mantis going down here too by the Tidehunter. Getting a double kill from with the Gush. And
you can see the BKB heroes having full HP because there's no physical damage to be done to them at this point.
And that was just, I mean, that was totally unexpected for NEXT.kz. They didn't even have time to set up anything. Blink Dagger of Sand King was not being put to use. There was no epicenter. Jen's ultimate did help a little bit, but just prolonged their execution because they had a team wipe. They definitely need that position from the Sand King to be able to do anything really good there. And they only lost the Lich in Mirana. Well, I say only, but yeah, that's a lot of damage.
It's the only target the NEXT.kz can go for in the mass fight, because Tidehunter is obviously fed by like nature and having the fight.
Yeah.
And there are BKBs on both Rust.
They will still want to kill off the Sand King. They will be able to do so, or will he? No, he blinks away. Leshrac taking a lot of damage, will probably go down to the puck near. Oh, he has Aegis, of course.
He got actually TP'd by Chen.
Ah, okay, missed that.
So close.
Leshrac popping his BKB straight, trying to do a little bit of damage, misses the stun, or does hit him on the Viper, but I guess he was aiming for the puck now instead. It's gonna try to run away. Shackle Shot will probably go off him as soon as his BKB stops. There we go, Shackle Shot going through, Burst Strike is there. Sand King getting the last hit.
Sadly, there was no TP on Leshrac. If he had the TP, he could just activate BKB and TP out. But he didn't have it. He tried to kill Pagna, he missed the stun, and they just spelled out death for him in the end.
Yeah, well, I guess if he had Thunder Pugna, it would have still killed him, but then at least he might have been
Yeah.
able to take a kill along with him. But yeah, always carry a TP.
That's true. It's quite true.
And still no epicenter. It's a shame, really. And Pugna is actually he has 2,500 gold. He already has his ultimate orb, so we'll almost have enough gold to buy the Mystic Staff to build more towards his sheepstick. It does take a long time though. He has that for ages. Viper in a little bit of trouble here. Pops his BKB trying to get out. Being right-clicked by Mirana, a lot of damage being done. That's the part about you saying magical damage. Doesn't really care about BKBs. But yeah, Olivier is gonna leave him. He's happy with just chasing him off the lane.
Yeah, he should be. It's enough for him at the moment. Just enjoying the creep and don't really have to care about anything at the moment.
Yep.
And he also got like killed in each fight, so he's careful just because of that. He knows he can get killed easily and doesn't want to overextend anymore because it simply doesn't need to.
Indeed. Pipe is up on the Tidehunter now. Do you think that? Yeah, the pipe is not yet completed on the Windrunner, but it's close though. She has the headdress, she has the hood. She just needs the recipe.
Yeah, he needs 900 for that.
Yeah, that is true.
Which might seem to be close, but in this game state it's really hard to like get this 900 gold for him.
Yeah, they don't really have a lot of places to farm right now. They don't have wards
Yeah.
up. They have only one tower left up in on the map, apart from the ones in their base, of course. And it's very hard for them to farm. I mean, Chen is going to be able to do something in the jungle, but they don't want to leave each other too much because they'll have the chance of being picked off, because they're all pretty good targets for that. They can't really go out and farm.
Yeah, they lost the map control.
Yep, there's a
Okay.
nice warding from Keita everywhere. Nice counter warding as well. Oh, look at that! 2 blink daggers up on the dire side, straight in a row. Shadow Shaman completing his blink dagger as well as Tidehunter. That will cause some trouble. Oh, and Boots of Travel up on Leshrac. Didn't see that item yet either. So he's just gonna be able to be everywhere as well, being able to keep the lanes pushed out.
They're just getting further and further ahead, and this is like a build which got so popular recently. You go for the first Bloodstone, and then you finish the Boots of Travel. And the thing, it's so good because the Bloodstone reduces your respawn timing. So if you get a lot of Bloodstone charges, you can, in some cases, you can respawn almost immediately, and then just TP back in the fight with the Boots of Travel.
Yeah.
So.
Very powerful. We have Roshan back up, and looks like Keita is ready to go for it. They're taking their time though. I wonder what took them so long to actually go for this. Maybe to make sure that nobody of the Dire would be, or nobody of the Radiant would be there. But it doesn't look like NEXT.kz know that it's happening.
Hey, they can't really challenge it anyway.
No, true.
They're in a bad spot at the moment.
But still. Only one not there is Mirana, who's trying to be there to get maybe a little bit of experience from it.
He wants the Aegis.
He wants the Aegis. Well, Leshrac might still pick that up again. Even though it has a Bloodstone. Doesn't need to worry about dying that much, I guess. But he will still pick it up.
Slash. Interesting choice.
He will be able to die 3 times. It's fun.
Yeah.
And they want to take this team fight. They have the Ravage, they have the Pipe, they have the Blink Daggers, multiple. Arrow
Almost.
doesn't have. There we go, initiation by Shadow Shaman being hexed. It's gonna get ported back to the base. Ravage is going off, and Pugna killing off the Shadow Shaman actually. With Chen being on the run, uses his force up to try to get away from this Leshrac, who's doing a lot of damage with his Nova, but will still kill off the Chen probably. There we go, Lightning Storm doing that. Burst Strike is there to stop the Leshrac from doing a little bit of damage. Get Viper Strike. Look at his HP though, he has so much, and of course he still has the Aegis too. And will pop it now, actually. Tidehunter trying to get away. Leshrac will be up with full mana and HP again. Is gonna try to get a stun, and gets webbed. Stun doesn't hit. He's gonna be able, or he's gonna try to back off again. Gosh going off on the Viper tower, going down in the meantime. Leshrac is able to get away. Yeah, there he goes. It's just fine.
The mistake by Shadow Shaman in the start of the fight, he didn't activate his BKB, so he got demolished by the Sand King ultimate.
Yeah.
He maybe should have expected it, but yeah, it is nighttime, I guess, so he didn't see him channel like the ultimate, and they just want to get a free kill on the Viper. But in this stage of the game, and you don't see anyone on the map, so if you shackle someone with Rust, you should always activate your BKB before. At least almost always.
Yeah, just so you're gonna be able to hold that. See Mirana continuing in form. She has 4,800 gold. What do you expect up on her? She's gonna go for...
Butterfly, maybe?
Yeah. Or MKB.
Or Divine Rapier.
Or Divine Rapier, yeah. I think MKB wouldn't be a bad choice.
Yeah, many good items if he can go for.
Yeah.
Yeah, MKB definitely against the Windrunner.
Yeah, we have another smoke up on NEXT.kz. They're gonna try to find out the Mirana, but they only find illusions, so they kinda gave their cover away, blow their cover. Looks like Shadow Shaman wants to go for it, has a haste rune, is following them.
And there's still smoke on Sand King as well as Pagna, now it runs out. But you can cast spells in the smoke, and the illusions don't reveal you. So the Mirana practically just saw Viper there.
Well, she would have still seen the Burrow Strike, would she? As in, not the hero, but the stun. Yeah. So
I'm not sure how the animation looks like, if there's like your illusions jumping in the air, or if you see the spikes or something. But yeah, he should have realized anyway.
Yeah. The site of Vice completed on the Pugna.
There's Kangan Lash.
Oh, Epicenter being popped for that. BKB goes off though. Epicenter being useless right there. And Adict is going off. There is support here. Shadow Shaman being there too with his BKB. And Windrunner is going to go down here, or doesn't. Being able to force out the wing using her tango. Leshrac is going to go down. Viper doing a lot of damage. Ravage is there to help out. Sand King taking more damage again. Shadow Shaman being shackled to an illusion. Not being able to do anything yet. But blinks in once again. Is going to put a hex on the Chen, who's going to get killed off by the Mirana. And he's going to shackle just a Troll Warlord. Just to maybe kill that off too. Chen's creeps will be taken care of. And good fight. They only lost to Leshrac. And Leshrac will be up very soon.
I'm not sure why the Shadow Shaman like cancelled his shackles in the fight. He had the BKB. It couldn't be cancelled by anything, so he had to stop it for some reason. I'm not sure. Maybe another like shift command or something like that. But still a good fight for Keita. And if they get the Viper now, it's practically a GG.
Oh yeah, and they will get the Viper here, taking a lot of damage. There we go. Mirana killing him off. They will get this tower too. And Viper actually bought back right now. He's the only one up for them though. They won't be able to do all that much versus a group of 5 heroes because Leshrac was managing to TP in with his boot to travel after he got back up also. And he also managed to buy up an ultimate orb in the meantime. Just because he can, still has 1600 gold. And okay, this game looks like it's being heavily in favor of Keita. Might not last all that much longer, but if it does, then we will see Tidehunter building a refresher orb. Ooh, Tidehunter taking a lot of damage though. It might actually go down here. Burrow Strike, Blink Dagger is there from Sand King. And Viper getting the last hit on the Tidehunter, who buys back instantly. Still Pugna making Bonsai being turned into a chicken. Who's gonna still take a lot of damage. Pops his ultimate before he will go down to the Viper, getting a double kill there. And Lich ultimate bouncing around between Pugna and the Viper, doing a lot of damage. Leshrac getting a double kill, also killing off the Pugna, and the TP was there right in time from the Viper, who is now back, but this barracks looking pretty squishy. Leshrac still has all of his mana, so we'll just be able to use his Edict soon again in 4 seconds to finish it off faster.
And Viper is a good hero for his chasing ability. We could say he could chase the hero like for the infinite amount of time with his orb, but if you don't have to run before him, then you're fine. And he didn't do that much in this game, honestly. Nope. It didn't work out for them. I mean, he has a solid like score, 7 to 8, and got some farm on him, but they couldn't really push the bottom line with him, and he wasn't really an important factor in this game for them in the end.
Indeed. Mirana bought an item, still has 5k in the bank, and it was indeed an MKB. Yay!
Way.
So it's right.
Now it needs to be a Divine Rapier.
Ha! We'll
Must
see.
be.
We'll see. We'll see. Might actually still go for butterfly though now, just because he can. Tidehunter doesn't have that much gold though. I don't think
Oh.
he'll be able to finish off his refresher orb in time, unless NEXT.kz can bring out a miracle and we'll be able to push down some lanes and maybe take
yeah,
a
they
tower
can try.
or a barracks even. Nah. Well, they will need a lot of miracle to do that. Leshrac finishing off his Scythe of Ice too, so 2,000 Scythe of Ices in the game. Because Pugna has one too. Was actually used quite well in the previous fight. Got a kill on the Lich, but that was a little bit overextension from that them then, so still got punished for it quite hard. And looks like they want to go for this middle lane once again.
Yeah, just
Or
they need to go on the bottom lane though.
yeah, that was quite curious. Well, they
They're
could.
just waiting for Mirana to finish her Divine Rapier. Ah, he goes for the butterfly.
He goes for the butterfly. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a creep. Gen script's getting closed down. It's actually, it looks like such small things, but it's so annoying when you're the Gen and you don't have any creeps because they keep getting killed off. It does make a huge difference there. And there we have butterfly completed on the Mirana.
You need to kill off the chain creeps, especially if he just sends them like in your face. No reason to not kill them.
Yeah. It's just one of those things that can cause a lot of annoyance by the Gen. And he does need to go into the forest once again to get new creeps. And he only has one so far, and he can't really go out anymore now because he will get killed off. And he needs to be there for the team fight, which will happen shortly. Or will it?
Arrow. And equal just being the arrow magnet in this game.
Yeah, he is taking a lot of arrows this game indeed. Ward is there, is probably gonna get killed off. I feel like Mirana should pop her Mantis out to kill off the Nether Ward. She could totally do that.
I'm not sure if they see that.
Well, they saw the damage being done to it. Oh, they don't see it from the low ground, of course. They have to get up in the high ground. Will be the first thing they do. Piper gone off, does a little bit of damage. BKB being popped by the Viper. And
Sun King ultimate.
Sun King ultimate, Burrow striking in. Epicenter is there. Ravage is going off. Only hits on the Sand King though. And the Windrunner finishes off the Shadow Shaman pretty fast. Viper will go down, being forced into a corner. And Leshrac taking the last hit with that. Shadow Shaman's Ward doing a little bit of damage to the tower, while Mirana finished off the Windrunner, and triple kill for Mirana, also finishing off the Trent. So much damage being put out by her, only Pugna being left there, and Mirana getting an ultra kill for that.
There's the GG.
And there is the GG indeed. That means 2-0 for Keita Gaming in this league, so it wasn't the best out of 3, it was just 2 games, and both points go towards Keita, with a very convincing play both games.
Yes, solid performance. Good lane choosing in both cases. And they practically had both of the games in their hands for all of the time, I guess, could be said.
Yep.
The both gold and EXP grabs just going in their favor for all the time in this game. And it was probably similar in the game before as well, so yeah.
Pretty convincing win overall. Indeed. I'm just gonna wait until the end screen is there. In the meantime, I will tell you that there will be more GosuLeague games at 8. And if you want to know which teams will be playing, you can check that out on gosugamers.net. And it will also be 2 games just like this one. And there's actually 2 different games going on at 8 once again. And thank you for casting with me, Tulex. It was fun.
No problem. It's fun for me as well.
Good. And I wish you good luck in the game that you're about to play.
Oh, thank you. I will try to win.
Good.
Yay.
Yay. Don't you always try to win?
Sometimes I don't.
Oh, wow.
But that's usually matchmaking.
Oh yeah, okay. You're excused then. Okay.
Always serious.